Welcome to my channel, Ken here. Today, let's talk about my remodeling of the studio. Here's the new desk. Let's go! The Dangerfox came in 3 boxes. They personalized the hardware, as you can see. And here's the room with the old desk out. And cables everywhere. What a mess. Here's the desk set up. We didn't put anything in it yet. So we'll see. Say hi, William.
Hello.
So this desk is very interesting. It's very well designed, very well made. It took a little while to get here. Took some time to get it set up properly because I had to rewire everything inside of the desk. The cable links were much shorter, and then all of a sudden the stuff that was outside the desk was a little further away, so I had to resolder a lot of the cables. But now it works great, and one of the big pluses I have is that the hardware is right in front of me, and I'll use the hardware way more than I did before. This desk has great cable management once it's put together. Putting it together, that's a whole different can of worms. It was very difficult to get underneath the equipment and plug it in and move things around. And every time there has to be a change, you kind of got to take other things out, and then the cables don't fit and stuff like that. But once it's assembled like it is now, it's great stuff. Also, another thing I noticed in a big way is how compact and efficient the whole thing is. So once you have everything mounted and installed and you have it in front of you, it's a great experience. One thing I have to note about this is that the computer keyboard is way too high to actually be efficient at typing. It tires you out very, very quickly. It's not a very good ergonomic position, so I definitely don't recommend this if you do a lot of typing with this. But since this is more of a studio setup, the computer keyboard takes on a different function anyway, and the piano or the MIDI controller is at the perfect height right now. So you win some, lose some. It's always that compromise. The keyboard drawer is just a thing of beauty, the way it slides in and out, and you don't have to push it very hard, and it'll always go back all the way in, which is really cool. I've never had a shelf that was that well designed, so that's really cool. And in general, the whole desk, the quality of it is very high. With the Baltic birch and the finish, everything is very nicely done. I highly recommend for that reason alone. It has good leg room underneath, although I have to say that I had to order an extension to my chair because my chair from my old desk is a little bit too low, and I need maybe an inch or two to come up, and this right now is all the way up. So we'll see how that works out. But with the COVID and all the supply chain problems that Dangerfox, by the way, had, I think that it's going to take me another couple of months to get these parts. Everything is just moving slowly. In general, this desk is incredibly solid and sturdy. So it's a little baffling to have that back shelf be wobbly the way it is, where the monitor is mounted on, and I have all my MIDI interface and USB interfaces sitting on the shelf. I do not have my monitor sitting on it. It has like a solid bracket that I'm not worried about it falling down. It just seems wobbly. I might add a couple of L braces to it on the side just to make it a little more sturdy. But the legs and where the equipment is mounted, it's incredibly solid. The heat management is a little bit of an issue because you want to kind of fill it all out. I found that I need at least one vent on top to have the heat come out as heat rises. There's a lot of ventilation on the bottom and on the back, but the equipment itself will block the heat coming out. So yeah, it was a little bit of finagling around with the equipment that got hot and the stuff that didn't get hot to kind of move it around a little bit. because of the ventilation on the bottom part of the desk underneath the equipment, it's basically slats that are running across. You gotta be careful about not having the cables drop through these slots and get, your foot can get caught in it or something. It gets tangled. So it's just an FYI on that one. This armrest is just superb. Didn't think it was going to be a big deal, but now that I worked on it a little bit, I wrote a movie on this desk and another couple of projects since I got it installed. And it's really cool to just sit and lean on it. Didn't think that was going to be something, but it is, and that's very cool. And it's comfortable, very comfortable. Yeah, so one thing, since I've had clients in here, since I had this desk installed, there was definitely a wow factor from all the clients I had in my studio. They all thought it, looked really high end, and they felt it was really cool looking, and I didn't even prompt them to say something. So that was kind of a nice surprise. So, and you may not think this is important, but it actually is important to wow your clients, because you want to have a yes, you want to move forward. So that was cool. Anyway, am I happy with this desk? I'm very happy with this desk. It just takes a little getting used to, and I definitely got to change my chair and seating a little bit. But other than that, when you have the equipment right in front of you, you have a tendency to kind of, okay, let's see what this sounds, and it encourages experimentation, and definitely the mixes will benefit from this. And also the slope is on the equipment is not too raised, so it doesn't get in the way of the speaker line of ear line a lot. So that's really cool. All right, well, I'm glad about the new desk, and it's going to take a little more getting used to. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, take care.